tier list. Tier list. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to do a new tier list for Clash Royale. The last wave of balance changes has really shaken up the meta for Clash Royale to the point where one of the worst cards has become one of the best cards, and a lot of the best cards have become some of the worst cards. So I think it's time we do a tier list of every single card in Clash Royale. So we're out here right now on tiermaker.com taking a look at every single card. All 102 cards in Clash Royale are in this pool right here. I have the stats of the cards open on my monitor over here. I'm looking at the cards in the tier list over here. This video is going to be super chill, so just be sure to sit back and relax and watch as I rank these cards on a tier list. So if you guys don't know, S tier means that they are like the best card in the entire game, and then the F tier means that they are absolute garbage and they're not used at all. So starting things off, we have the Battle Ram. Now admittedly, the Battle Ram is nothing too special. It's not a bad card by any stretch of the imagination, but it really is only good in one, maybe two decks. Of course, it's good in Pekka Bridge Spam, and it's seen in some other Bridge Spam variants, especially as of late. But the Battle Ram really is nothing that special, but it's nothing terrible either. So we're going to start out and put the Battle Ram in the C tier. Then we have the bats, all right? I feel like there's really no way you can go wrong with using bats in Clash Royale. They're 2 elixir, there's 5 of them. They're extremely baity, they're extremely solid, they do a credible amount of DPS, and they're a very solid card. I believe they belong in the A tier. Then we have the arrows. I believe the arrows belong in the A tier as well. I feel like the arrows are slept on as a spell. They're very underrated, I think. It's very solid, it has a very wide radius. It can take out guards, it can take out their shields and the actual guards themselves, and it's just such a good spell, I think, for 3 elixir. So we're gonna put the arrows into the A tier. Next up, we have the Knight. Now, if this were pre-balance changes, the Knight would be an S tier card. No doubt in my mind, it was arguably the best card in the game. But now I'm gonna put the Knight at the B tier. That 5% health nerf that the Knight had really tanked it. It went from about a 27% usage rate to a 13% usage rate, and its win rate decreased as well. Now, I'm not saying that the Knight is a bad card at all. I still think that the Knight is an extremely solid card for 3 elixir. It still has a lot of HP. It can still do some decent damage, and it's a decent mini tank, but it's not nearly as good as it once was. So we're gonna put the Knight into the B tier. Then we have the Executioner. There's no hiding the fact that this is a pretty bad card in Clash Royale. So we're gonna put it into the D tier. It has a 3% usage rate, but only a 32% win rate, and that is pretty bad. You pair it with the Tornado, and it's good in that situation, but really the Executioner just gets overshadowed by the majority of other splash damaging cards in Clash Royale. Then we have the Valkyrie, the other splash damaging card that is similar to the Executioner, but also not really. So the Valkyrie, as of late, has become very improved in Clash Royale. Normally it was chilling around at a 4 or 5% usage rate, but now it's at 9%, and its win rate has gone up as well. And I think that's mainly because of the Knight right here. The Knight having a nerf has allowed the Valkyrie to start to, you know, kind of rise up in the meta. And also it's because of another card that we'll talk about later in this video that the Valkyrie does a good job of countering. So we're going to put the Valkyrie into the B tier. I'd say they're about equal with each other right now. Valkyrie is definitely solid. Then we have the Miner. I think there's no doubt that the Miner is an S tier card in Clash Royale. All right, the Miner is definitely one of the most consistent cards in the game. No matter what they've done to the Miner, they've nerfed it twice. It's crown tower damage, and despite that, the Miner still has a 15% usage rate and a pretty high win rate, and it's definitely one of the most reliable and most consistent win conditions in Clash Royale. And therefore, we're going to put it into the S tier. Then we got the trash can on wheels, all right. My girl, the Sparky. So the Sparky, where is she on this list? She actually isn't doing too terrible right now. Her stats are about on par with the Battle Ram. 4% usage rate, 49% win rate. We're going to put the Sparky into the C tier. She goes well with a Goblin Giant. She goes well with a Giant. She's honestly solid. I say trash can on wheels, but she really isn't a trash can, all right? To keep it real, the Sparky is a pretty solid card in Clash Royale. Then we have the Pekka. The Pekka is a difficult one to rank, all right? Because really good Pekka players in Clash Royale make the Pekka look like an S tier card, but that isn't the majority. The Pekka has a 6% usage rate, but only a 37% win rate. That win rate is terrible. Now, I hate to do this because I love my girl, the Pekka. She's really fun to play, but really Pekka is not in the best spot at all in Clash Royale right now. So I'm going to put her into the C tier. Even with Elite Barbarians being good, the Pekka still struggles against them, to keep it real. Elite Barbarians can almost take out a Pekka. So we're going to put the Pekka in a C tier. It's seen better days for sure. Then we have the Fireball. So the Fireball is absolutely popping off right now. An S tier card, 38% usage rate and almost a 60% win rate. It makes it the best spell in Clash Royale statistically. I don't think I have to say anything else about it. We're gonna put the Fireball into the S tier. Then we have the Royale Giant, the man, the myth, the legend. Only a 6% usage rate, but a pretty high win rate at 55%. All right, Royale Giant is a pretty reliable win condition as well. Not what he once was a while ago when he was the best winning condition in Clash Royale, but I'm going to put the Royale Giant into the B tier, okay? He's above average, nothing spectacular, but still reliable as is. Then we have the Ice Wizard. My man, the Ice Wizard. My favorite wizard in Clash Royale. I'll take him any day over the Electro Wizard and the regular wizard. Now, I'm not saying he's better than the Electro Wizard, but he's my favorite over the Electro Wizard. But we're going to put the Ice Wizard, we're going to put him into the B tier. All right, the Ice Wizard by himself is B tier. He's above average, but the thing that makes the Ice Wizard special is when you pair him with a card like the Tornado. All right, you pair the Ice Wizard with the Tornado, that bumps him up to A tier, but unfortunately the Ice Wizard does not come with the Tornado, so we're gonna put him at the B tier. Then we got the Freeze spell. All right, the Freeze spell is tricky. It's literally impossible to counter in Clash Royale because, you know, when you freeze, it just stops everything. But even though that's the case, Freeze is about average, 3% usage rate, 45% win rate. The win rate is solid, but Freeze isn't anything special right now, to keep it real. Then we have the Lightning spell. I feel like this spell is super slept on in Clash Royale. It is a big spell that's 6 elixir, but it does tons of damage and it can take out a lot of things. I'm going to put the Lightning into the B tier, all right, because it is an above average spell. 8% usage rate, 51% win rate. Lightning, very solid, very slept on. Then we have the Wall Breakers, all right. Where are the Wall Breakers on these stats? Ah, there they are. So the Wall Breakers have a 5% usage rate and a 50% win rate. They're above average, I think. Actually, yeah, I think we're going to put the Wall Breakers in the B tier. It's a very low B tier, but still in the B tier regardless. The Wall Breakers were doing a lot better before the balance changes, but nerfing the Bomb Tower really hurt the Wall Breakers because the best deck that the Wall Breakers were in featured the Bomb Tower. So that kind of hurt the Wall Breakers a lot. But now they're a B tier, definitely still a solid option. For 2 elixir, they do crazy amount of damage and they're still good in cycle decks. They're above average, but they're not like A tier. You know, I think last meta I would have put them at the A tier, but not anymore. Then we have the Prince. Prince is another tough one to rank. I'm gonna put the Prince at the C tier. It's like a high C tier. It's like a C plus. 5% usage rate, 43% win rate. The win rate is honestly pretty low on the Prince, but the Prince really does pack a punch. Although he is pretty easy to counter as well because he is a single targeting unit. He can be distracted easily by swarms. But if you get a Prince on your tower, then that is devastating. But we're gonna put the Prince in the C tier. Then we have the G Gang, the Goblin Gang. Goblin Gang, I feel like we're going to put, this one's tricky as well. I think we're going to put the Goblin Gang, it's like a high B tier, about a B plus, 9% usage rate, 48% win rate. Goblin Gang is really solid, definitely better than the Skeleton Army if you ask me. If you're looking for a ground swarm card, I would go with the Goblin Gang. And also you have those 2 Spear Goblins which can act as air defense, so that's pretty solid as well. Then we have the Witch. So the Witch got a buff to her range, and it definitely has helped her a little bit, but not nearly enough, all right? I still put the Witch at, it's at about a D plus, all right? 3% usage rate, but only a 24% win rate, which is pretty bad. And the sad thing is, that's better than she was before. Before, she was like at a 2% usage rate and a sub 20% win rate, which is pretty bad. But the Witch, D tier. I hate to do it to you, Witch, but it's where you are. Then we have the Witch's counterpart, one of her counterparts, with that being the Mother Witch. The Mother Witch is a really good card in Clash Royale right now. She is a very solid card, 14% usage rate and a 60% win rate. Honestly, I think I'm going to put the Mother Witch in the S tier, all right? She's kind of more towards the bottom of the S tier because her usage rate really isn't comparable to the other cards that I'm going to be putting in the S tier, but her win rate is absolutely insane. 60% is one of the highest in the entire game. And that buff, it's safe to say that the Mother Witch's buff definitely helped her out. Faster attack speed with more damage. She can turn things into cursed hogs. The Mother Witch is definitely an S tier card if you ask me. Then we have the Electro Giant. So the Electro Giant is interesting, all right? It has a 5% usage rate and a 49% win rate, which is comparable to the cards that are in the C tier, But if you play against the Electro Giant, then you know that this card is very difficult to play against, all right? It's pretty difficult. So because of that, we're going to put it into the B tier. Its stats may not show it, but you play against the Electro Giant. That thing is difficult, all right? Then we have the Ice Spirit. I feel like the Ice Spirit is overshadowed a lot by the other spirits, the Electro Spirit and the Heal Spirit. But the Ice Spirit is still solid. It's still a very solid card. So we put it in the B tier. Then we have the Ice Golem. Again, it's overshadowed by things like the Knight and the Valkyrie, but it's very solid. We'll go ahead and chuck that boy into the B tier. Then we have the Firecracker. Oh, the most annoying card in Clash Royale is the Firecracker, and that's for sure. And the thing is, she's annoying, but statistically speaking, she really isn't that good. She has a 3% usage rate and a 43% win rate, which is about comparable to the Freeze spell. So we're going to put her in the C tier. Not a bad card, extremely annoying, but honestly not that good either. Then we have the Barbarians. They have a 3% usage rate as well, but a much higher win rate than the Firecracker. So this one's difficult. I'm going to put it at like a C+, I guess you could say, the Barbarians. A while ago, they had like a 8 or 9% usage rate. And when I say a while ago, I only mean like a couple weeks ago. So they were doing better a while ago, but not so much anymore. But they're still a very solid card. Next up, we have the Flying Machine. Dude, the Flying Machine is so good. The deck I main right now has the Flying Machine in it, and I love it. The Flying Machine is so good. 10% usage rate, 58% win rate. That's an extremely high win rate. Flying Machine for sure. We're going to put that card into the A tier. It is beautiful. Absolutely love the card. It is so good in Clash Royale. Then we have the Rascals, the forgotten bait card in Clash Royale. 1% usage rate. That's very low, but a 57% win rate. All right. Now, because of the usage rate, which is very low and very terrible, I'm not going to put it any higher than a C tier, but because of that win rate, 57%, which is pretty good, I'm going to put it in the C tier, okay? We're going to put Rascals in the C tier. Then we have the Poison. Poison is consistently one of the better spells in Clash Royale, but it actually isn't doing too hot right now. It's definitely being outclassed by the Fireball. Because this is a Fireball bait dominant meta, you need to run a Fireball, and so people are neglecting the Poison. It only has a 6% usage rate and only a 43% win rate, which isn't good at all. We're going to put the Poison, it's like a B- right now. And I hate to say that because I like the Poison. I think it was the first epic card that I maxed out. I love the Poison. Then we have the Hog Rider. Hog Rider, just so I don't trigger too many people, we're going to put it in the B tier. Because on these videos, I always get comments, people like, oh, why'd you put the Hog Rider this low or this high? So I'm just going to put it in kind of a middle ground place, all right? Hog Rider, it is what it is. It's a B tier card. Then we have the Log. The Log is an easy S tier. All right, 30% usage rate, 48% win rate. I mean, I don't think I really have to say anything about the Log. It's kind of like the Fireball, you know? It's just always consistently good, and you know, right now is no different. Then we have the Golem. I know everyone loves the Golem. Golem is definitely a B tier card, though. It's more in the upper B tier, I would say. B+ kind of card. 8% usage rate, 50% win rate. Golem is solid right now. It has been solid for a long time. Yeah, there's just no denying that Golem is solid. Then we have the Electro Wizard, which I believe is the best wizard in Clash Royale. We're going to put the Electro Wizard into the S tier. All right, 20% usage rate, 51% win rate. Especially with these balances, the Electro Wizard wasn't balanced, but the Electro Wizard goes well in a lot of the decks that the Elite Barbarians are in. And, you know, with the Elite Barbarians being the best card in the game, Electro Wizard just automatically benefits from that. So it goes into the S tier. Then we have the Dark Goblin. I think the Dark Goblin's pretty slept on in Clash Royale. Where is the Dark Goblin? He has a pretty low usage rate and a pretty low win rate as well. Its stats are about comparable to the Firecracker. We're going to put it at the C tier. Now, just because it's in the C tier doesn't mean I think it's bad. The Dark Goblin is, I think, underrated. It's a sneaky underrated card, but still C tier. Then we have the Barbarian Hut. This is going to be our first F tier card ever since they nerfed it back in December, I think it was. The Barbarian Hut just really hasn't seen any consistency in Clash Royale. It's been pretty bad, so we're going to put it into the F tier. The Zapparoonie spell. Again, that's just another easy S tier. I mean, it's kind of like the Log and the Fireball. The Log, Zap, and Fireball, the dynamic trio. They're all S tier. They're all just that good. Then we have the Elixir Golem. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The Elixir Golem has become increasingly good over the past week. And we're going to put it into the... What do I want to put it? We'll put it in the B tier. It's like a mid-tier, B-tier kind of card, all right? So 6% usage rate, 48% win rate. It's a lot better than it has been. It has been around, you know, low C tier and the D tier. But now, Elixir Golem, the dude's kind of popping off right now, to keep it real with you. Then we have the regular Goblinos, the regular Goblins. Nothing really special about them at all. We're just going to put them in the D tier. They're not used a lot. They don't have a high win rate. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. Then we have the Graveyard. Oh, once upon a time when the Graveyard was the best win condition in Clash Royale. And the Graveyard is still pretty solid. I'm going to put the Graveyard, it's kind of a low B tier. 5% usage rate, 52% win rate. Again, Graveyard is not bad. It is not bad at all. A very good Graveyard player can still dominate in Clash Royale, but it's not at all what it once was. So because of that, we're going to put it in the B tier. Then we have the Bomb Tower. The Bomb Tower got nerfed, and it got nerfed pretty hard. It is a 2% usage rate and a 39% win rate. That is not good at all. Bomb Tower went from being arguably S tier to now being a D tier card. And man, oh man, that's interesting to see. I just realized I've been kind of covering up the F tier. I'll be sure that when I select cards from down there that I scroll more. Then we have the Mega Knight. All right, Mega Knight is an interesting card. Its popularity recently has gotten a lot better. And that's because of Elite Barbarians and because of how good they have become. So Mega Knight is like an upper A tier card. It is like borderline S tier right now. 14% usage rate, 46% win rate. Its win rate isn't as good as the other S tier cards, but the Mega Knight is actually a good card in Clash Royale right now. All right, definitely an upper A tier card because of how good it is against Elite Barbarians. Then we have the Rocket. Rocket's about a upper B tier spell. You know, pretty dang solid spell. Same with the Battle Healer. It's kind of like a mid B tier. I'm gonna put her right next to the Elixir Golem because that's exactly why the Battle Healer is B tier. Wherever the Elixir Golem goes is where the Battle Healer goes. Wherever the Battle Healer goes is wherever the Elixir Golem goes. They are the quintessential combo in Clash Royale. You can't have one without the other. They go so well with each other. Then we have the Clone Spell. To keep it real, Clone Spell, it isn't good right now at all. A D tier for sure. Then we have the Zappies. The Zappies got nerfed, and to keep it real, I thought the Zappies were going to get hurt a lot by this nerf in Clash Royale. I really did think they were going to get hurt a lot, but the Zappies, they are still a very solid card. I can't find them on the list. So the Zappies still have a 9% usage rate and a 58% win rate. Very solid stats. We're going to put the Zappies into the A tier. You know what? I'm going to move my face cam over to this side of the screen, all right? Because I'm kind of covering up the cards over there. So I'm just going to move it over here. All right, we're just going to keep it over here. Then we have the Mirror. Mirror is straight F tier. It's not a good card at all. Then we have the Expo, ladies and gentlemen. Expo, my least favorite card in this game. But to keep it real, Expo is about C tier. Low usage rate, high win rate. Good Expo players still dominate, but it's not really meant for the masses since it got nerfed. Then we have the Fish Boy. Fish Boy is still a really solid card in Clash Royale, but over the past couple metas, its usage rate has just steadily gone down. But like I said, it's still solid. It's about a mid B tier. 6% usage rate, 56% win rate. Very high win rate. So Fishman goes into the B tier. Then we have the Barbarian Barrel. Like the Log, like the Zap, like the Fireball. S tier. It's just one of the quintessential spells in Clash Royale. You can't really go wrong with the dang Barbarian Barrel. Then we have the Bowler. Bowler is like a low C tier. It's a low C tier. All right. A 3% usage rate, 49% win rate. Nothing special. Yeah, low C tier is about accurate. Then we have the Marcher, the Magic Archer. Consistently one of the most consistent cards in Clash Royale. Definitely above average. We're going to put it into the B tier. I definitely think the B tier is going to be the biggest tier of this video because most cards in Clash Royale are above average, but it's hard to find the exceptions. But when there are exceptions, they are prominent. All right. Next up, we have the Mini Pekka. Where's the Mini Pekka? Not doing great. 5% usage rate, which is decently high, but only a 38% win rate. That win rate is not good at all. We're going to put the Mini Pekka into the C tier. It's about a mid C tier, right around the Prince, right around the Freeze as well. Then we have the Minions, the Filet Minions. Minions, again, they're always, you know, kind of decent. You know, nothing special. They're about a mid C tier as well. Earthquake. Earthquake is extremely good against all buildings in Clash Royale. But really the only good building in Clash Royale is like the Goblin Cage. So that kind of has decreased the Earthquake's usage rate by a lot. And because of that, we're going to put it in the C tier. Only has a 2% usage rate. But again, it is insane against all buildings in the game. Guards, D tier, not that good. 1% usage rate, 36% win rate. Not good at all, as a matter of fact. Then we have the Fire Spirits. All right, straight F tier. Garbage card. Not much to say about them. Dark Prince, another card that's just consistently good. Dark Prince, I would say, is more towards the upper B tier. It kind of fits in that same category with the Knight, the Valkyrie, and the Dark Prince. They all kind of serve the same purpose. So they're all kind of right in the same area. Then we have the Electro Dragon. Electro Dragon is good. You know why Electro Dragon is good? Because Elixir Golem is good and because Elite Barbarians are good. Electro Dragon is another one of those cards. It just kind of goes with the Elixir Golem. You know, so Elixir Golem has gone up, Electro Dragon has gone up. That's how it works. Then we got the Ram Rider. Ram Rider is sneaky strong, but she has a pretty low usage rate. We're gonna put her at kind of the bottom of the C tier with the Bowler. Then we have the Archers. Archers are like low B tier. Actually, we're gonna put them upper C tier, kind of with the Barbarians and stuff. Nothing special about them. Then we got the Inferno Dragon, the Inferno Dreezy, the Inferno Drip. I call the Inferno Dragon a lot of things. But the Inferno Dragon he has some good stats, all right? A tier. Inferno Dragon goes into the A tier. Yeah, that's right, I said it. 13% usage rate, 47% win rate. We're going to put the Inferno Dragon in the A tier. It's a low A tier, but it's an A tier regardless. Now, Tornado. Tornado is an S tier. I made a whole video talking about how I don't think the Tornado will really ever be bad unless they kill it. And they haven't killed it, so it's always gonna be good. So Tornado is S tier. Yeah, that was a fun video to make. Royal Ghost has actually improved a lot. 8% usage rate, 53% win rate. I think the Royal Ghost definitely deserves a mid B tier. Kind of, again, like with these cards right here. The Royal Ghost almost serves the same purpose as them. Then we have the Goblin Barrel. Bait is always consistent. Bait decks are always consistent. So Goblin Barrel gets kind of an upper B tier. 9% usage rate, 42% win rate. The win rate isn't that great, but, you know, Goblin Barrel is always semi-reliable. Then we have the Goblin Giant. 3% usage rate, but a 58% win rate. Now, I can't give him too much love because of that usage rate, but because of that high win rate, we'll give him more of an upper C tier role. Then we have the Cannon. The Cannon is only good in one deck, 2.6 Hog Cycle, but because it is viable in that one deck, I will give it a D tier placement, okay? Then we have the E-Spurt, the Electro Spirit. Electro Spirit has a higher win rate than the Ice Spirit, but a lower usage rate, but I think the win rate gives it the slight edge, but they're about the same in the B tier. Then we have the Musketeer, the Musket Ear, like a ear of corn. Musket's solid. She does what she needs to do. She is the quintessential ranged card in Clash Royale. She goes into the B tier. And look at the Hunter. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. The Hunter was one of the best cards in Clash Royale. The Hunter was easily S tier in this game. But not anymore. You know where the Hunter is now? The Hunter is about a mid to low C tier. That's just straight facts. The Hunter isn't nearly as good as he once was. And that's tough. That is very, very tough. Then we got the 1 Elixir Skeletons. There's no denying that this is a good card. So we're going to put him in the A tier. All right. Them boys, pretty solid. Then we have the Elixir Collector. Elixir Collector is interesting. It's good with 3 Musketeers. And 3 Musketeers are better again. And because of that, this is going to be a little controversial. Elixir Collector in this meta, we're going to put it at kind of a mid to low B tier. And that is only because it pairs well with 3 Musketeers. And 3 Musketeers are good right now, so Elixir Collector goes with that. All right. Then we have the Mortar, a 3% usage rate, but a 59% win rate. That's a pretty high win rate. Oh my gosh. But it's kind of the situation like the Goblin Giant. Because of its low usage rate, I'm going to give it a high C, but nothing more. Heal Spirit, easy S tier. Best spirit in the game since it got buffed again. It went from like a 1% usage rate all the way back up to 25%. All right. Then we have the Tombstone. Tombstone's kind of dog. D tier. Royal Deliv. Dude, I love the Royal Delivery. But it is a very low usage rate. So we're gonna give it like a mid-tier C. 2% usage rate, but a 56% win rate. Royal delivery solid. Then we have the Skull Army, the Skeleton Army. Where's the Skeleton Army? 9% usage rate, but only a 37% win rate. That is not great at all. But the Skull Army, in reality, it's gonna be the lowest of the B tiers. All right, we're gonna have the Skull Army be the lowest of the B tiers. Spear Goblins, on the other hand, them boys are decent. We're gonna put it at sort of a mid B tier around the Electro Giant. Then we have the Inferno Tower. Not really great. 5% usage rate, but only a 38% win rate. That kind of sucks. Inferno Tower is about a C, you know. Balloon used to be an S tier, but Balloon is still solid, you know. It's not bad at all. 8% usage rate, 45% win rate. It's going to be an upper B tier, the Balloon is. All right, you're going to chill in there, Balloon. Actually, no, we're going to put you over here. Yeah, all right. Then we have the Giant. Giant's just consistently, you know, where it is. It's really has never moved from where it is. It's got a 3% usage rate, 53% win rate. That's about a high C tier. It's nothing special. The Giant's just a Giant. He's just out here balling on a Sunday. I'm recording this on a Sunday, by the way. Minion Horde's D tier. Not really good at all. Princess, the Prancis. She's solid. She B tier. She B tier. She B tier. 8% usage rate, 43% win rate. Dude, this recording's been going on for so long. It's been a 28-minute recording. I wonder how long this video is going to be. Royal Hogs are definitely an A tier win condition. They have almost identical stats to the Flying Machine, and you know why? Pretty much every Royal Hogs deck is going to have a Flying Machine in it. They are a very solid card. One of the best win conditions in Clash Royale. And we have the Giant Snowball. The Giant Snowball, I think, is an overshadowed small spell. But that's because there are other small spells that are better. Like, look at the arrows, the zap, the log, the tornado. So it goes, we're going to put it at a high C tier. 4% usage rate, 49% win rate. Then we have the Lava Hound. Lava Hound, still good. They didn't nerf it at all. We're going to put it at an upper B tier, kind of around the Golem. It's a borderline A tier, the Lava Hound is. Because its stats may not show it, but the Lava Hound is... makes me want to cry when I play against the Lava Hound. Bandit. The Bandit is a much improved card in this game. And the Bandit, we're going to put her in the A tier. All right. Because she is a much improved card. Thanks to Elite Barbarians, the Bandit has gotten better. Then we have the Royal Recruits. Not the Royal Recruits, the Royal Recruits. Now, they're definitely a B tier card. I'll put them at mid B tier. But I think their usage rates are going to go up more in this meta. That's just what I predict. So we'll just wait and see that happens. The Royal Delivery is in here twice for some reason. So we got 2 Royal Deliveries. Then we have the Bomber. The Bomber is not a D or F tier card for once because the Bomber got a rework, which made the Bomber a lot better. Where is the Bomber in the stats? I can't find it. There it is. 6% usage rate, 51% win rate. For once, the Bomber is like a decent card. It's like a B tier card. It's an absolute miracle that the Bomber is a good card. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally arrived at the best card in Clash Royale. And that is going to be the Elite Barbarians, ladies and gentlemen. That is a S tier. You know what? I want to make a new card just for the Elite Barbarians. We're going to make the Elite Barbarians tier. All right? Because the Elite Barbarians are just that good. They deserve their own tier. They literally deserve their own tier. That's how good they are in Clash Royale right now. They have a 38% usage rate and a 59% win rate. Yeah, I don't need to say anymore. Baby Dragon, though, I'd say Baby Dragon's S tier. Definitely the best splash damaging card in the game. You pair that with a Tornado and an Ice Wizard. Where's the Ice Wizard? Right there. Insane defense, unbreakable defense. Absolutely beautiful. We got the LJ, the Lumberjack. Lumberjack is tough because he has a decent win rate, or a decent usage rate, but a very low win rate. So we're going to put him kind of low B tier with the Hog Rider. Paired with a Balloon, though, that's scary. Then we have the Skelly Drags. Skelly Drags, they're interesting as well. They're kind of like a lot of the cards in the C tier. They have a low usage rate, but a very high win rate. But I'm going to put them low B instead of high C because their usage rate is 4 compared to 3. Goblin Hut, D tier. Not good at all. Yeah. Giant Skeleton. Oh, it sucks to see the Giant Skeleton. Oh, the way they reworked its Death Bomb. It's not a good card anymore, man. The giant skeleton is not good anymore. Straight F tier, bro. It kind of sucks how bad the giant skeleton is. A 1% usage rate and a 23% win rate. Oh, that is terrible. And oh, how the mighty have fallen, man. Furnace goes in the F tier as well. Not good at all. Skelly Barrel. It's honestly about a low C tier. Honestly, it is. 3% usage rate, only a 39% win rate. Hidden Tesla. Tesla is pretty solid as well. 10% usage rate. Wow, I didn't know it was that high. 10% usage rate, 52% win rate. I honestly think that warrants a low A tier from the Hidden Tesla. I really think it does. I think the Hidden Tesla warrants a low A tier. It seems like it now has become the best purely defensive building in Clash Royale. Then we have the Night Witch. My favorite card in Clash Royale. Oh, she is so beautiful and so good. 8% or 7% usage rate, 49% win rate. To keep it real, she's nothing special in Clash Royale. But we're going to put her in a mid B tier. All right. Actually, we're going to put her in a higher B tier. All right. Higher than mid, because in my heart, she is special. Nah, but for real, Night Witch is a good card. Definitely above average. Wizard. Wizard's tough to rank, 4% usage rate, but an abysmal win rate at 17%. D tier, sorry about it. I just did that. Mega Minion. This is the most underrated card in Clash Royale. Why does no one talk about the Mega Minion being insane? Because the Mega Minion is insane. It has 11% usage rate, 55% win rate. Mega Minion is easily A tier. The Mega Minion is like super duper solid. All right, so we do that. Then we have the Goblin Cage. Goblin Cage is another A tier. The Goblin Cage and the Tesla, two best buildings in Clash Royale right now. Easily, hands down. Then we have the Rage Spell. The Rage Spell is interesting. The Rage Spell somehow has a 9% usage rate and a 48% win rate. Yeah, the Rage is a B tier card, and that is very strange to say. Then we got Triple Muskets. Triple Muskets are much improved. 5% usage rate, 55% win rate. They are going to go into the mid B tier. All right, so one thing I realized as I was editing this video is I actually got to rank the cannon card. I think the files somehow got mixed up. You guys know how there were 2 royal deliveries in there. I think one of those was supposed to be the cannon cart, but I'm going to put the cannon cart at a high C tier right now. It still has a lot of defensive viability, but that speed nerf really hit it hard, and it just isn't the same as it once was, but it's still a pretty viable card. So I just thought I would throw this in there at the end of the video. And ladies and gentlemen, those are all of the cards in Clash Royale. As you can see, the B tier is the biggest tier. The C tier is the second biggest tier. F tier being the smallest. And I think that shows a lot of good things. It shows that the majority of cards in Clash Royale are actually good and viable. All right. Pretty much everything C tier and up is usable. All right. And then we have the Elite Barbarians, of course, which are just absolutely cracked. But yeah, here's the tier list. You want to screenshot it, you can. So yeah. That's that. So anyway, gamers, that is going to be it for this extremely long Clash Royale video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, be sure to subscribe down below because I make all kinds of Clash Royale content. But anyway, gamers, it's your boy Solar Fury signing off. Peace out, guys. Have a nice day.